Iron once again. There we can see Emre Sakci. He is one quick guy.
He is, and he's on form at the moment. Just missed the world record by a few hundredths of a second a couple of days ago. Interesting that Energy chose this, because they could have chose the freestyle and Manadu would have won hands down, but they're probably thinking when it gets to the later rounds they might not win the relay, might not get the choice. Let's give Shymanovich a go. He's a class act, obviously, as is Lima. Let's let them have a go just in case they have to get up and do it again.
Yeah, well, we have the two quickest guys over 50-meter breaststroke. Coming up next, it is the men's skin. Let's go back to the pool deck live.
Ranomi, she is so close. Right now it's Chad Leclos in the lead with 49.5 points, but we still have the breaststroke skins to go. And Emre Sakci is going to be in lane number 2. What a performance he had yesterday. Nearly broke the world record in this event. He comes out, if he can score 27 points total in the skins, he would overtake Chad Leclos for match MVP. London, they've done their job. They've moved into second. Now how can they add to their total? And this is going to be a lot of fun because we have Shymanovich, Lima, Sakci, all in this field. Anton McKee, if he can get out of the first or second round, do you think that McKee might have a chance as well?
I think I think this is very similar to the women's 50 free. I think you have the two best swimmers in Shymanovich and Sakci. I think they're just destined to meet in the final. Lima has an outside shot. Those three certainly will make the next group. I mean, if you look at the 50 breast yesterday, nobody was even close to those three. It's really, you're right about McKee. Cope. Watch Cope, he was 4th in the 50 breaststroke, but he was 26.6, almost a second and a half behind Sakci.
And again, the MVP could go down to jackpot points here.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep track of those jackpot points. Sakci, 0.62. Lima was a little slow off the blocks there.
Looks like McKee, Shymanovich, and Sakci in that order. Coming on home, but watch Sakci close. Shymanovich, he looks good, and Shymanovich is going to take round number 1. Sakci second, and Shymanovich, he's the one that gets the jackpot points.
And that was a tough one. That might have cost the MVP to Sakci. You'll have to wait to see what happens in the second round, but boy, that was huge for Shymanovich for jackpot.
A lifetime best in round number 1 for the skins. Shymanovich going after it, Rowdy.
25.57. Now he's the 4th fastest swimmer in history off of that one skins. But did he lay it all on the line a little too soon? You know, all he needed to do was just get in there and make it to the Final Four, which was going to be easy. And if you remember Sakci in the last skins, he got better and better as he went along. And McKee gets in there ahead of Cope. That was a good call, Bernie, with McKee. He might find a way to get in to that final somehow or another.
There he is. Anton McKee for Toronto. He's going to be in lane number 6. Shymanovich in lane number 5. Lima, his teammate, in 4, and Sakci down in 3. So 2 swimmers for Energy Standard moving on to the second round. And again, to think it's a 50, but a lifetime best performance for Shymanovich right there. We'll have to see how that affects him as this goes on, because remember when Sakci took on Dressel in the breaststroke skins a couple matches ago, Sakci just continued to get better every round, and he saved his best for last.
Yeah, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to think that this is going to be all Sakci and Shymanovich. Both of them 25-5, 25-7. McKee was third, but he was a half a second behind Sakci, who will definitely be really good this second round. It's these two right here. Sakci, Shymanovich, 3 and 5.
And Lima stuck in between them in lane number 4.
Good start for both Shymanovich and Sakci.
It looks a whole lot better for Sakci jumping out. Anton McKee knows that if he can somehow stick with Shymanovich, he would be moving on. But it looks like if Shymanovich and Sakci, those two are going to move on to the final. Which one will touch first? Oh, look at how tight it is. Sakci, 25-8-5. Shymanovich, both will move on, and 2/10 separating those two as they move on to the final round.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. Sakci, he is so good at time management. You want to try to figure out how to get through each round, and I think having this kind of performance, remember, this is the first time for Shymanovich, so he's not used to this type of format, and Sakci is, and he gets better and better. He's literally less than 1/10 of a second behind what he went in the first round. Sakci, 25-85. Shymanovich goes a half a second slower. This sure points to a Sakci win at the end.
And if he wins, he would be the match MVP. He finds himself currently 4th behind Leclerc, Kromowidjojo, and Sarah Schoenstrom. But if he wins, he gets 14 points. Half of that goes to his MVP total. And he would break across the 50-point range. And Sakci would be MVP for the first time in his career as he looks to win the skins for the second time in his career.
Rahattı çok. Hadi bakalım güzel bir derece gelsin. Hadi inşallah.
Translation, you got this.
That's good, Bernie. Where did you learn how to speak Turkish so quick? That's good. I like Sakci. I've been pretty good on my picks here.
Let's go now. Let's go. Good turn. Nice turn. Fast dive. Fast off the wall.
Great sportsmanship.
Sakci talked about how much fun these guys have together. It seems like there's a ton of respect among the breaststroke group, as there are for all the athletes. But when it comes down to business, Shymanovich and Sakci both want to be the skins winner here. Who will win the skins? Can Sakci win it for the second time in his career?
Good start by Sakci. You can see that already. Has that slight advantage.
Sakci jumping out to the early lead. And Sakci, once again, looks like he has saved his best for last. Sakci wins the skins. He's the match MVP, and how he goes 25-57 on his final 50. The man is consistent.
Well, consistent is one way to put it, but just incredible. He goes 26 flat, 25-7, 25-5. That's, and all of them, remember, 3 minutes apart. What a way to end this great meet here than seeing, well, right now, the best sprint breaststroker in the world. At least short course meters, you've got to give it to Sakci. 25-5 on the end. Wow. And very deserving of the MVP, Bernie.
Yeah, 51 points for Sakci. His team is going to earn 3 points for a third-place finish. But Emre, Sakci coming home to get the win. An impressive performance today. But the match winners, Energy Stadium.